How's it going, everybody? In this practical set of videos, we will be discussing more of real life application of the training structure of how we train a lot of our tennis players here, looking at conditioning, power and strength, as well as stability and preventative care. If we can't master a squat, how would we ever get to a single leg squat, which is basically the landing of a serve? So we have to master those basic components in order to make them more difficult for a long and fruitful athletic career. Then another one of the big things that we do is a hinge. So this would be your RDL, single leg RDLs. There's also a lot of hinging involved in swinging. So the first one that we'll always like to do is I always like to have the athletes place their hands on their thighs, go soft in the knees because we never want to be locked out. And then all Coach Lucas is going to do is think about shutting a door behind him with his butt. So he's thinking about driving his hip backwards and then pushing his hip forward to come up out of that. This is one of the hardest exercises to cue for younger athletes because they don't have a lot of what we call lumbo-pelvic control. Another big exercise that we like to incorporate into our athletic programming here at Costa Performance is throwing, okay? Along with catching involves a lot of deceleration, but throwing is super, super important. It helps strengthen that full joint. One of the easiest ways to do it is just play catch. I'm sure that we see a lot of players out on the tour warming up with either a football, a rugby ball, a small soccer ball or something like that, but getting that shoulder moving nice and well. Then we can also bounce that ball. So we're working on different angles. Look how similar that looks to a service motion. Then we can incorporate stepping and everything like that. So a lot of the exercises that we do here are priming them and building their platform to help encourage productive growth of that athlete. So we're thinking about protecting the joints that they're going to use.